Good evening, everyone. It's 7:15, and I'm going to call the meeting of the Planning and Development Committee to order on this November 11th, 2013 meeting. We have a quorum. Alderman Holmes will only be joining us by text, possibly. She's at home, not able to attend the meeting this evening. So first we have the minutes. Do I have a motion with respect to the minutes?
October 28th.
Thank you. I heard a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. First, I'm going to take things somewhat out of order so that we can address item P2 first. And I want to let everyone know that there is going to be a motion to hold this evening. But I know a number of you have signed up to speak. And so if you would like to continue to speak tonight, you are certainly free to do so, but the matter is going to be held. So I'm going to call on Alderman Rainey.
Do you have a point of privilege?
I did want to make an inquiry, if I may, Madam Chair, is when would the next time that this comes before the Planning and Development Committee and then the City Council? This would be for our meeting.
I'll include that in my motion.
You will.
The next meeting is November 25th. Okay. That is our next P&D meeting.
November 28th, I think is.
Oh, excuse me.
It's the 25th.
It's the 25th.
25th.
Yeah, Thanksgiving week.
Madam Chair, can you explain to the audience why this is going to be held?
Well, there's been a request by a member of the committee. Alderman Rainey?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Due to the absence of several people tonight and their interest in this issue, and in consultation with the applicant, I would like to move to hold this in committee to a date certain, being our next official Planning and Development and Council meeting. No discussion, just.
Alderman Rainey, would you accept an amendment to hold it to would it be better to hold it to the following? No, let's just go.
No, I'm making
Let's just go
that
with the
motion.
25th.
I'm
All right,
making that
that's
motion.
fine. So, audience members, I know many of you are here on this issue, and if you would like to keep your name on the list and come up and provide your citizen comment, you can do that, and it will be made part of the record for tonight's meeting and then be included with the minutes of this meeting. So I'm going to go down the list and...
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Madam Chair. Or if we could suggest, we could keep that list for the next meeting where the issue is actually going to be debated and studied and talked about and move forward or not. That would make more sense.
Well,
Otherwise-
except if someone may not be able to be here at that
That's
meeting,
true.
Alderman Rainey.
That's true.
And people have come out this evening in not the best weather.
What I would like to do is I would like, given that we're going to go forward with probably an hour or so of testimony, if we could acknowledge the applicant and perhaps acknowledge his presence and make a statement of some kind.
Well, if the matter is held,
If the matter is
It's
held
held.
and people are going to speak, then everybody ought to be allowed to speak. That's my suggestion.
well, if the applicant would like to have 3 minutes to speak along with everyone else as part of citizen comment, that would be fine. But it wouldn't be part of the committee's deliberations.
But he's the applicant, he's not part of citizen. I'm
But-
just suggesting that we be as polite as possible, that's all I'm saying.
I'm not trying to be unpolite. I'm trying to follow the parliamentary rules. So I'm going to call on the folks who are listed here, and if you'd like to come up to speak, you can. Certainly, you can come back at the next meeting as well, if you'd like to reserve your comments until then. Okay. The first names on the first name. Why don't I read the entire list, and if you want to. If you don't want to speak tonight, just please say so. If you'd like to keep your name on the list, say keep your name. I would like to keep my name on the list. First is Martin Cantor.
I'll reserve and wait to the...
And speak at the next meeting. Thank you. Bonnie O.
I'll wait until the next meeting.
Okay. Rita Morton.
I would like to wait till the next meeting.
Thank you. Lynn Grant. Colette Taylor.
I will wait.
Helen and David. You live on Davis Street. Am I not recognizing someone? I'm sorry, I can't read the last name. Bigelow? Maybe they're not here? Okay. Lawrence Weinberg?
I will reserve my comments till next time.
Okay. Is it Arthur Altman?
I'll speak.
Okay, just give us 1 second. Valley Lev?
Next meeting.
Okay. Hank Goldman?
I'll wait till the next meeting.
Katie Stalkup?
I'll wait.
Okay. Jean Lindwall? Okay. Glenn Gray?
I'll defer to the next meeting.
Thank you. Okay. Guy Madison, 807 Davis Street?
Oh, it's Guy.
Okay.
I'll defer.
Okay, thank you. Print next time. Okay. No, just because I can't read it. I'm sorry. All right, so Arthur Altman, would you like to come forward and speak? Thank you. Could you state your name and your address, please?
Sure. Dr. Arthur Altman, 807 Davis, here in Evanston. Thanks for allowing me to speak. First of all, the Marshall Field building was historic because it fits the architecture of the downtown section, and the building that they're going to replace fits the architecture. So this new building will definitely not fit the architecture. Might as well tear down the Marshall Field condos because it, is not modern enough. So that's the first point. Second, the city spent a lot of money putting in bicycle paths. When they build this, if they do, then that's going to disrupt the bicycle path and make a lot of people very unhappy. Their businessmen in the downtown section are really upset with the city of Evanston for the debacle of what's been going on Davis Street with all the sewer construction. My wife goes to a beauty parlor, and there was 40% loss of business because of this 5-month sewer bit. And you can imagine if they put this building up, it will again put the businesses at risk, and businesses that are marginal will go out. It took a long time to fill the stores at this site that they want to build the building, and now if they go ahead, these poor people, and there's a lot of small companies, will again probably go out of business. The next is they're building a building on Emerson and Oak, and no one's even seen the impact that this is going to have. Is there really the need, and how long it will take to get filled up? Our building on Davis has rental units, and for the first time, a lot of them are not being rented, so that means that there's an oversupply of units. So more units are not really needed. Also, this is, if you keep building buildings, this is turning into a sort of like a Midtown Manhattan type of thing. And I don't think when a student comes to go to Northwestern, they're not interested in a Manhattan type of town. They want a nice college-friendly town. So this just isn't going to fit. Also, this is the busiest point of Evanston at Church and Sherman, and a bunch of cars going in and out of the building at rush hour traffic is not going to help that at all. So if you care all about the business people, then you should vote against it. And then lastly, when they were given an extension, I thought 3 years was generous, and yet they were given a 5-year extension. And now if you either let them do it or give them another 3-year extension, that, to me, indicates that Focus has some hidden agenda and special ability to influence you people, which they should not have.
Thank you.
I just think that all in all, this is a democracy, and more of the country sometimes is being controlled by big companies, and I don't think in Evanston we should allow the big companies to control our citizenry.
Thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Riefman, would your client, the applicant, like to speak? Okay, thank you very much. All right, that concludes citizen comment for this evening. So we are now, and item P2 has now been held, so we're going to return to item P1. I thank all of you for coming out this evening. We'll wait just a second. All right, everyone, let's move on to item P2. This is ordinance 125-013, granting a special use for a commercial indoor recreation facility at 2800 Central Street. The ZBA and the city staff recommend the adoption of the ordinance to create this new commercial indoor recreation facility called Orange Theory Fitness. There's been a request for introduction and suspension of the rules this evening. Okay. Is there any discussion? All right. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. So that will move on to the city council this evening. Would someone mind shutting the door there? Thank you. Actually, then we don't really need it. And that finishes the discussion. So, do I have a motion for adjournment? Okay, the city council will start in 10 minutes. Yes, thank you.